So for our film, we decided to use a program called Final Cut Pro, which is video editing software for Macs. It's industry standard, so there are quite a few films, mainstream films, that use this software for their editing. It's much better than something like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, as the functions that they offer are fairly basic, whereas Final Cut Pro allows you to play around with different effects and functions more, which was better suited for our film. Before doing editing, we had a bit of a vague knowledge of Final Cut Pro. We dabbled in it before, but weren't entirely sure of all the functions, so also it was quite a good learning experience for us. Whenever we filmed a clip and then putting it into the Final Cut Pro, we had to use a function called log and transfer, which basically takes the clip off the SD card in the camera and then transfers it to Final Cut Pro. Also, we had to edit down a lot of the clips, for example, due to pauses or just the acting going wrong. This makes the film better, and it goes more seamlessly as there's no outtakes or mistakes in there. We also had to arrange the clips into the order of our storyboard. If we didn't do that, then the film should be a mess. And also, for example, we didn't film it in chronological order. So, for example, the scene with the hitman and the girls in the alleyway, we filmed those two scenes separately. So when arranging clips in order, we interspersed the two, which was quite a good effect. And if we didn't arrange them, then it wouldn't have worked. Also, we had to delete all the irrelevant clips. So, as I said, anything that had loads of pauses in it or just went wrong, or ones with better shots. In terms of sound, we had to adjust the sound for clips. So in our film, we didn't have any sound for the kidnapping itself. We just relied on the music. And we also used adjusting sound for the soundtrack, so it was louder at times and quieter at others. And also we used transitions to make the film more slick, so that the scenes cut to each other better.
For our film, we had to use a soundtrack and sound effects as well. Our soundtrack was from the film Prisoners. We felt this was appropriate, as importing this in other media such as the gunshot sound and the car starting up, and also the recorded prayer at the beginning of the scene was real easy to do. Also, the tools on the right over there, we also made use of the pen nib at the bottom there to make audio fade out. This received positive feedback during our peer assessments, and we found this to be very useful. Furthermore, we also used captions at the start of the film to introduce the film. We wanted something simple. Final Cut Pro provided that. As well as this, for our final title shot, we used another program called LiveType to use a special effect. Once again, easily integrated into Final Cut Pro. We were able to get it on there and have it synchronous with the soundtrack. Another thing that received positive feedback in our peer assessment. Overall, Final Cut Pro was a very easy program to use, and that's it.